What's the haps, folks? This is Professor App here with a Let's Play of Batman, the Telltale Series. Last time we began our fight against crime, and we began by endorsing Harvey Dent in his campaign for mayor, which was an interesting twist, because I always thought, I don't know correct if I'm wrong, but I've always thought that Harvey Dent was running for district attorney, not for mayor. But I suppose this is always open for interpretations of the character, I suppose. It turns out that he's getting a bit of help from the mob boss Carmine Falcone, which I'm not sure whether that's going to look good for his reputation, but I suppose that's a necessary evil, as Harvey Dent says, given the nature of the city that he's working for. Now, I've got to say, it's an interesting take on Batman so far. I've got to say, I have to say, I really do quite like the art style of this game. It does have like a sort of like very like comic book-esque style, which I wasn't really sure what I was expecting going in, because I thought it'd be a bit more like, wasn't sure it'd be a bit more like the Arkham games, where it's a lot more realistic in terms of its visual style. And also, one thing I noticed was that there wasn't really a lot of gameplay in that one in the first episode, given that most of the combat was done through a quick time events, which honestly I wasn't really expecting, to be honest, because I thought there would be combat in the game. I didn't think I'd actually have any sort of interaction with it, and given that it's a point-and-click adventure, I didn't think I'd actually do any of the actual fighting. So that was a bit of an unexpected twist. But I suppose what we're going to do now is we've found this device or something that Catwoman stole at the beginning of the game, and so we're now going to try and find out what exactly it was that she was looking for. So I suppose we'll find out soon enough. So how do I get started then? Oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to show you. If you go in extras and you look at your choices, it actually shows how many people who've played the game have done the same choices as you. So it says you and 67.1% of players defied Falcone by inviting Harvey into the private meeting, which I think is pretty cool. It actually collects all the data from everyone who's played the game, and it actually compares your results with everyone else's, which I think is quite cool. I don't actually know how important these decisions are going later on into the game, but I suppose we'll just find out soon enough whether they'll actually have any impact. So anyway, let's get back onto the main game. So continue episode 1, Realm of Shadows. I've seen this bit already. I just thought I'd quickly show it again, just to quickly recap on what we missed.
It's me.
Yeah, he's in the Batcave now, isn't he? Episode 1. Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battery rams to force their way in.
Yeah, I think they're the tickets from the theatre that Thomas and Martha Wayne were killed at.
Keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Yeah, that's the thing that Catwoman stole. Okay, so now I can actually move around. So Got Gotham feed. What's this? The main screen. We have codex. Suppose you have to get this data drive. Data drive.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
Must be that important if she decided to fall off the building just for that. Analyze the data drive at the back computer. Codex. Gotham feed. Oh, data port. Analyze data drive. Here we are. Huh, that's pretty cool.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I like this cave.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Eclectic resume. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Oh, what the? To rotate the hologram, use the left stick. Right. Literally means a different angle.
Eastside shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Somehow I don't think that's true.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. I would have been tempted to be far less polite. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego.
It was under control.
Move from a tuxedo.
I had everything under control.
It's true. I've seen you take down worse thugs. But I'd already sewn you up once tonight, and I had no interest in a repeat performance. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
Exactly.
Again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist.
Okay, so what I'm getting is this is meant to be like the really early days of Batman's career, which I guess is quite interesting, so he doesn't really know who Catwoman is at the moment.
I'll check the codex.
Use the codex to look up info on the cat burglar. Codex and Gotham feed, so let's look at the codex. Ah, codex entries. So, should I just go through them all? Thomas and Martha Wayne deceased. Founders of Wayne Enterprises, my parents. Dad was a physician, Mom was a philanthropist. They worked tirelessly to help the less fortunate, setting up numerous charities and expanding their vast resources to improve the city and its citizens. Murdered in an attempted robbery by a man known as Joe Chill. Yeah, that's right. So that's the same as classic Batman. Alfred Pennyworth, Wayne family butler. Faithful, patient, ever helpful Alfred. He's been a part of the family my whole life. He raised me when my parents were murdered and guided me when I thought I was lost. He's my butler, my confidant, and the most secret weapon in my arsenal. He complains frequently about my nightly activities, but he's still there to patch me up when I need it. I'm not sure Alfred would take too kind to being called a weapon, if you ask me. Harvey Dent. Gotham City District Attorney, mayoral candidate. Oh, so he's already District Attorney. Fair enough. A new friend and the best District Attorney Gotham City has seen in years. His political ambitions have always been as big as his ego, and now he's hoping to become mayor. He's got so many great ideas for how to save this city. I think he'll be good for Gotham, but I have to steer him down the right path to get there. He's too easily swayed by anyone with power, regardless of their murky morality. What's this? Oh, Hamilton Hill, Mayor of Gotham City. Exhibit A in What's Wrong with This City. Hill should have been thrown out of office years ago, but he's got his hands wrapped around Gotham's government in a death grip. He's been suspected of numerous crimes, but there's never been enough to make any of it stick. He's rotten to the core, and one day the city will realise it. Harvey's out there doing his best, and hopefully this upcoming election will be the end of Hill's corrupt administration. Somehow I don't think that's going to work out as you like.
Found her.
Cat burglar. Crimes, burglary, petty larceny. New criminal on the scene, tied to several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about it. Just quickly run through these and I'll be finished. Oh, Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. Crimes, arms dealing, illegal boxing matches, receiving stolen property. He was a childhood friend, but he's almost a stranger to me now. That's interesting. I don't think Penguin was actually friends with Bruce in the comics, but I could be wrong, I suppose. Just like me, his family fell apart here in Gotham. He went off to boarding school in England, and there our paths diverged. He seems to have fallen into a life of crime. The last 2 decades gave him a lengthy rap sheet and a strange nickname. The Penguin? What has happened to you, Oz? Yeah, if you ask me, he doesn't really look like the Penguin, in all honesty. James Gordon, Lieutenant GCPD Major Crimes Unit Associate, Barbara Gordon daughter. He's a good, by-the-book cop in a department that doesn't trust Batman. He was recently tapped to lead the Major Crimes Task Force. An impressive promotion, so he's doing something right. I think he could be a trustworthy and reliable source of info, but I'll need to cultivate the relationship. He's a family man, so he's not willing to take necessary risks on the street. That's fine, I'll take the risks. This is that reporter, isn't it? Vicky Vale, investigative journalist, Gotham Gazette. One of the Gazette's most ambitious and competent reporters. I've read her stuff. Some of it can be a bit tabloid, but her passion for the truth is undeniable. She's been with the paper for a while, covered all kinds of beats. Someone like that is the kind of access others will kill for. She might even hear more about what's going on in Gotham than I do. One day I might need to find out what she knows. Carmine Falcone, Skyline Club owner, head of Falcone crime family. The worst kind of gangster, one who tries to mingle with high society. He seems to have his hands in everything, including smuggling, real estate, bribery and fraud. I could haul him to the jail, but he'd walk the next day. I could shut down one operation, but 2 would pop up in its place. His empire is vast and multi-layered, finding hard, admissible evidence is required for a conviction. Gotham City, population 10 million. This city is like a living creature, it's always growing outward and upward. The people who live here are survivors, they have to be, and they deserve better than the corruption that infests this place. Arkham Asylum, established November 1921. Gotham City's only maximum security psychiatric hospital, for now. Outdated in every way, building is falling apart, equipment is antiquated, and the staff's methodology leaves much to be desired. When the Thomas and Martha Way Memorial Hospital opens, these patients will finally get the treatment they need. Wayne Enterprises, established 1870. Multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my father, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations. However, the R&D resources have been helpful in pursuing my private interests. Yes, indeed.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
Don't compare me to her.
I don't like being compared to a common criminal.
Now, I think you're missing the point. You have to admit you've been drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and not the playboy billionaire buys new yacht kind of attention. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out, Al. Trust me.
Someone might.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
You're right, Alfred.
You're right. I should have cancelled the...
Oh, Alfred will remember
I know
that.
how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night.
Just imagine that Alfred fighting crime.
Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
Oh, take the business card, I see. Park, 6 AM, Oz.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what,
Sing Oswald.
20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Pretty sure it's not a coincidence.
You think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it was the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
It's Park? I guess we're meeting Oswald's Cobblepot. No, nothing to see here. Cobblepot Park.
Where are you, Oz?
Oh, I can move. So what have we got around here? So what's this? Graffiti and a recent newspaper. So let's pick up the paper. Bruce Wayne associated. No, I didn't read that. I didn't see what that said actually. It said maybe it's like Bruce Wayne associated with Gotham's crime or something. What's this graffiti? I don't know what exactly the point of that was, but I suppose it's worth something. Oh wait. I don't know when it's a cutscene and when I'm actually able to move or not. So there's a homeless person here. So I can examine or give change. If I do one, am I not allowed to do the other? Let's just examine him. Oh, I can give now. I can give change.
Thank you, sir.
I don't actually know if this is of any use at all, but you never know. There's a burning barrel there. Anything around here? Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. There's definitely nothing else out here. So, what's this burning barrel? Is there actually any point to this at all, or am I just like interacting for the sake of it? Oh well. Running late, meet you by the statue.
Wait.
Oz.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
What have we got here? There's a smoking man and a shopping trolley. And oh, there's more over here. The statue, some graffiti, and a plaque. Let's look at the shopping trolley. Okay. What does man have to say?
Hey.
Beat it.
Okay. Now let's go this way. Let's have a look at this graffiti. And what's this plaque? Cobblepot Park, established 27th September 1927.
What it used to be.
More graffiti here. Doesn't look like there's anything else around here, so I suppose I'll just look at the statue. Uh-oh.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you. Hey, you heard him, man. The hell are you
I've got nothing.
for?
Sorry, fellas. I've got nothing.
End him.
Gentlemen!
Oh, it's Oswald.
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here. Think that'll do?
Oh. Late for that one.
Stay down!
Nasty. Oh. Right in the face.
Used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Oh. That's gotta hurt.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that?
Oh, that was brutal, that was.
Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, hair. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the...
You went too far.
situation here.
You didn't need to take it so far.
Some folks are fine hearing, Bruce. Others don't get the message unless it's beaten into them. It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
This is a shame.
Shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now it's a hellhole.
Oh, Oswald, remember that.
Ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties.
Yeah, I lost my parents too.
Unlimited potential.
I guess both fairly similar.
My parents are gone too, Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I have my own funerals to attend. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night.
Oh.
By himself right at home. That oily...
I think I'll say he wasn't invited.
His throat.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. I never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be...
I'm not your enemy.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen.
Oswald, remember that too.
I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Oh dear.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Well, that was a bit ominous. Press conference for a new hospital starts soon. Car waiting on the south side of Park. Alfred. Oh, is that Arkham Asylum, or is it the new hospital they're talking about? Oh yeah, future home of Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital. Here's Harvey Dent.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast, the paint's slicing off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane.
Needs to talk.
Its methods for rehabilitation...
What's up?
Security, lacking. Worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in.
Call me a ASAP.
Is a cancer on Gotham.
But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Right, let's see. Crime is rampant.
I'm here today because I want to heal Gotham. To stop the culture of crime that's running our streets. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man.
It's Vicky Vale, isn't it?
Who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Together we change Gotham.
This facility and our next mayor, we change Gotham.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thought so.
With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
Its day has passed.
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy. We can do better. All right, who's up next?
Oh, Mr. Wayne!
You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home.
Falcone's no
I
friend.
don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
Retext, quick. Urgent GCPD is here.
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
What?
Transactions connected to organized crime, going back years, and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
I doubt your evidence.
And did anyone else receive this evidence?
The Globe, the Gazette, we all did. Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long?
I'm see. Is that what the GCPD have come to speak to Bruce about? To talk about his ties to the Falcone family, maybe?
Has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here.
Well, that didn't go to plan, I suppose.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Wait, what? That can't be good, can it? No, that's definitely not good.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr.
What are they doing?
Says who?
This warrant.
Oh, it's Gordon.
It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
There's gotta be a mistake.
That's what we're here to find out. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe you did.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any company.
Yeah, let's say who authorized this.
Extensive.
Who authorized this?
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself.
Ah. So, yes, Mayor Hill's not exactly a reliable source, is he?
As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Let's say Mayor Hill's corrupt.
Well, Hill has a history of making his opposition disappear.
Rumors and allegations, Mr. Wayne, that's all. But if they become fact, I'll handcuff him myself, same as any other crook. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's chopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Well, of course he doesn't. Whoa, what was that? Oh, it was that picture that fell. So I'll just pick it up.
Bruce, stay back.
Oh, is this a flashback or something?
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Yep, there are those tickets.
Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
Yes, yeah, you keep showing up uninvited.
This is the second time you've shown up uninvited.
Well, it's difficult to book a meeting with you.
Well, I enjoy my privacy.
Enjoyed. Past tense. Sorry, but if the press has their way, you're not gonna have any for a while. Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up
What's your angle?
to fight this.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble.
This is politically motivated.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list. By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
Let's give a quote.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
This story is pure fiction.
This story about my family is exactly that. A story. It's a work of fiction all the way through.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear. You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
Except for that time when they were killed.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family... We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
Interesting. Okay, I think that's saved now. So I think I will probably stop it here. I think I'm going on for about 40 minutes or so. Yeah, well that's taking a turn for the interesting so soon. So we've met Oswald Cobblepot for the first time in this game, and he seems to be quite an interesting take on the character. And I don't know how this story about the Wayne family corruption is going to turn out, but somehow I don't think it's going to turn out well. But I suppose we'll find out soon enough in the next part. So if you like this video, then please give it a like. If you're not already subscribed, it really does help me out to get my channel known. And if you want to see more Batman the Telltale series, or if you have any suggestions of your own of what I should play, then feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, folks, bye.